Hello YouTube, greetings from my local swimming pool, and I'm actually learning how to swim in my 50s. I'll be 52 here in December, and I started to teach myself how to swim months ago, but I kind of fell out of it. It does take some logistics to get yourself to the pool, get everything there, swim, and get all your wet clothes and head home. And I'm getting back into swimming again, and I could swim in the military. I could do a breaststroke, a side stroke, and I could pass the combat water survival test in the military, but I was never really a strong swimmer. And I've never been able to freestyle swim and swim laps, and that's what I'm working on now, is building up my endurance in the swimming pool to be able to swim laps and to be able to build up that endurance and maybe even swim miles at a time, and then maybe even get into some open water swimming. So this is still a learning experience for me at my later in life, to learn how to really swim and not just survive in the water, but actually efficiently move in the water. So here I am, I'm getting back at it again here. And so I don't know if any of you out there are swimmers. I'm sure you are. Maybe you have thought about getting into swimming, starting something new. But some things that I have used so far is a swim buoy, which you can put in between your legs to help you float. So this has been helpful, the swim buoy. I've also been able to use the snorkel. This has been helpful so that I can just work on the basic fundamentals of your entering your hands in the water, you're moving your feet without having to worry about doing the turning your head side to side to breathe. So this has been helpful, using a snorkel. Swim paddles to help with your hand placement in the water, helps you build endurance. It's bigger than your hand, so it increases the surface so you can push more water, and it helps build strength. So you have these. Fins, I've even used, these are some training fins to help propel you in the water. So I do use these on occasion. What I have found for myself is I had a problem with water in my ears. So I ended up getting earplugs, which has been a game changer, because it made swimming so uncomfortable in the beginning, because I would swim, come home, and for days my head would be waterlogged in my ears of water. These changed everything and made it more enjoyable. And another nice thing is one of these swimming boards, a paddle board, to be able to just hold the board and then just propel yourself to work on your feet and leg movement. So those are some of the things that got me started getting into the swimming pool. I'm just wearing a regular pair of swimming trunks, not the real tight form-fitting ones. I do have a pair, but so I'm just wearing just a comfortable pair of swim trunks and getting back in the pool. So here we go. I'm going to start doing some laps now and getting back at it. So here we go, folks, in the swimming pool, in the water. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to breaststroke down and then backstroke on the way back. There you go. And as you can see, that actually made me winded. So that goes to show how I'm still weak in the water and building up my endurance. I can run for days. I can get on the bike and I can bike. This, my friends, is Jim Bukovec's weakness, putting him in the water. So we're going to continue to work on it and get better and better at it. So now we're going to use the snorkel and just do a freestyle swim with the swim buoy. So there you go. As you can see, makes the swimming a little bit easier because then you're not having to focus on kicking with your feet so much or your breathing, and you're just working on entry of your hand into the water as if you're putting your hand through a sleeve, and then bringing your hands down towards the bottom of the pool, having it go brushing up against your side of your leg all the way back, and getting that nice movement of your arms in the water. So that's a very good exercise. What I'll do now is I'll not use the buoy and just use the snorkel now, little by little. So there you have it. The key is keeping your face down in the water, nice and flat. And so slowly working on it. Okay, we're going to do a side stroke. And this is what I was good at in the military. You could put me in a military uniform, boots, put a weapon in my hand, and I could side stroke pretty good. The side stroke. So there you have it, the side stroke. But still having to build up that endurance in the water, for sure. Something to strive for. And one of the things you have to learn in the water is to relax. And when you're laying back in the water for a backstroke, it's just relaxing and calming yourself down in the water. And I understand some people have a fear of the water. My late father, he feared the water. He didn't swim. But my mother, she loved it. She had rheumatoid arthritis. And one of the best activities that she could do without pain was getting in the water and swim. And she would mostly just kind of like a doggy paddle, but she could do that back and forth in the water. And that was one of the few activities that my mom could do with the kids. My parents were foster parents. And so some fond memories of being in the pool with my mom, swimming, having a good old time. And they would usually stop somewhere, get something to eat. Great memories. Great, great memories. But just never became a good, strong swimmer. Just played in the water, and that was pretty much it. I've never scuba dived, never snorkeled, so that's something on my list of things that I'd like to try as well. So anyhow, continuing on. Okay, what I'm going to do now is put on these fins, and what I'm going to do is do an exercise, a breathing exercise drill, where I'm going to have the fins to help propel me, but then I'm going to be alternating my head in and out of the water, practicing my breathing, where you're breathing out through your mouth. You're inhaling air through your mouth, but then blowing out. Breathing out through your nose. I take in air through my mouth, and then I breathe out through my nose. Some people breathe out through their mouth and nose, but I suck in air through my mouth and blow out with my nose. Take a breath. Breathe it out through my nose. So that's what I'm going to do next. That's my biggest thing I've got to work on, is the breathing. So here we go, y'all. I've always admired swimmers. I've admired people who can swim laps, and the people in this pool, the majority of them are older than I am, and they literally can swim laps around me. It's truly impressive. And this is an activity that you can do later in life. So hopefully, Lord willing, I'm still able to swim into my 60s, 70s, 80s, and maybe even into my 90s. Who knows? But you got to start somewhere, and here we are, y'all. Let's do it. So there you go. That's a good drill to practice your breathing. So there's those kind of drills. And how did I learn this stuff? Watching YouTube videos. Self-taught, folks. I should probably take some swimming lessons. It's probably what I need. Just some good quality swimming lessons to learn how to do this. But right now what you're seeing is all self-taught swimming. And but we're getting there. Absolutely getting there. Okay, I'm back. Now we're going to do a freestyle swim without no swim buoy, no snorkel, no nothing. So here we go.
Up here really well, right?
So there you have it. Not the prettiest, not the most efficient, but I could only breathe on my left side. But it's good to learn how to breathe on both sides, left and right. So that's something I've got to work on. So, as you can see, that was only 2 laps and I'm already winded. And so it's not the most efficient swimming right now. So I'll continue to work on my endurance in the water. So now I'm going to start continuing to build upon that and work on breathing on the left and right hand side. So that's where we're at in my swimming journey. Okay, Now we're going to use these paddles. I haven't used these in a while. Let's see. Here we go. Okay, those work actually pretty good. Gives you more propulsion when you're using them. And if you noticed, I alternated a little bit better, breathing from my left and right side. So you have to consciously think about how to do that. So, but these definitely help with your making sure that you, with your hand placement into the water as you're making that knife edge with your hands on a slight angle.
Scuba diving is?
Slide your hand into the water as if you're putting your hand through a sleeve and then pulling the water.
With the BC and that. And
so it's definitely a lot of technique in swimming, as I'm learning as I go. Something else I haven't learned how to do yet is the flip turn. When you get to the end of the pool and you flip yourself under the water and then push off with your feet from the side of the pool and then continue the next lap. That is something I haven't done yet, so that's something else that I'd like to learn how to do as I continue to progress in this swimming journey. So that's where we are in swimming, learning to swim. There's a lot of great YouTube videos out there that will teach you, but I think a good place to go is with swimming lessons. So that's something, and I know they do them here, that you can get personalized swim lessons. So that would probably be a good thing for me to do that, get some personal one-on-one pointers on how to become a better, stronger swimmer. So, another thing that I'm not good at yet is using this paddle board. It seems like I don't really propel myself very far with it, but it takes a lot of energy for me to paddle. I can show you what I'm talking about. It seems like I'm hardly making any headway when I use it. See that? It takes a lot of energy for me to use this paddle board. I kick and kick and kick and kick and kick, and I don't seem to get moving. So it could be my ankles and my feet. You've got to relax your feet and move at the ankles and keep your legs together and kick up and down. So that's another thing I've got to work on as well. It's just odd that you can throw a rucksack on me. I can ruck for days, I can run, I could get on a bike, but throw me in this water, this is where my weakness is. So I have the utmost respect for Navy SEALs. It's just amazing what those guys are able to accomplish in the water. And then here's me having a challenging time just to be able to swim laps, but that's okay. It's something to work towards and to build up to. So got to thinking my ankles need to be more loose. I could be too stiff. Maybe that's why I'm not propelling myself with the board. Because I can swim, propel myself on my back using just my feet. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So you can see, I can propel myself, but with that board, I still have a challenge. You know, something else I have to work on. You see the flags up here, and that tells you how much distance you have till you get to the end of the pool, and that's something that I've yet to figure out. Just how many strokes from those flags to the end of the wall. So that's something I have to figure out, that part of it as well. So all these things that I've been learning, I didn't even know what those flags were for years. I always thought they were just decoration or something. I didn't know they actually meant something. Or the lines in the pool. That have a certain distance between, once you get to that tee, to the end of the pool. So all those things. I never took up swimming. I never swam in school or anything, so never had any official swim training, so this is all learning on my own. So, but you got this guy over here. Look at this guy. If you can see him, swimming laps, not a problem. Not a problem, that guy. Swimming laps. And the other nice thing about swimming at the pool is you always have cute lifeguards. Side note, they're always cute girls. A little too young for me though. But look at how this gentleman is swimming. It's nice and easy. Easy like Sunday morning. Well, I think I'm gonna get out of this pool after having swam in a while. I think this was good to get back into the water. Felt pretty doggone good. Yep.
Thank you. Are you making a movie?
Documenting my progress.
Oh.
I'm learning how to swim.
Oh.
Teaching myself.
She'll teach you.
Yeah, I can take some lessons. And then you've got, looks like either a mama or a grandmother with their granddaughter, I don't know. She says that the girl could teach me how to swim.